A clever new tool could stop you from being ripped off by dodgy car mechanics. The online cost calculator will tell you exactly how much repairs on your car should cost, so you will know if a garage is taking you for a ride. Created by whocanfixmycar.com ahead of the Mo changes introduced on Sunday, the tool can provide tailored prices for full services, Mo's and a range of essential repairs. According to the online car marketplace, the cost of servicing and repairs, parts and labor can vary depending on the car you own and where you live, meaning it is hard to know how much you should be paying. All drivers need to do is input their car registration, mileage and postcode to find the average price for each type of service in their area for similar motors. You can then search the website to compare prices across a range of providers and find the best deal, which could end up saving you hundreds of pounds if your car needs more than one repair. How to avoid being ripped off by your mechanic next time you take your car in for a service. Remember these tips: overcharging. If you don't know how much parts are, you're giving the garage a blank check to charge what they like. Tip: use whocanfixmycar.com's repair cost calculator for research before you take your car in, so you have a rough idea of what you should be paying. Car jargon: mechanics might try to confuse a customer with technical language to try to get them to pay for things they don't need. Tip: be sure to ask them to explain it to you. If they won't, you should be suspicious. Replacement parts: some garages might play on the fact that drivers don't know much about their car's parts, and sell you a used part or not replace it at all. Tip: ask to see your old part to make sure they have actually replaced it. Also make sure the part says new on the invoice if you bought a new part. Unnecessary repairs: some mechanics might go ahead and perform additional repairs on top of what the car originally went in for, even if they aren't really needed. Tip: ask the garage to call you before they do anything on top of the initial work. Automatically changing flat tires: often a flat tire does need replacing, but not always. If the tire is in good condition and the puncture is just in a tire strand, then it can sometimes be repaired. Tip: ask to see the location of the puncture and assess the damage. If it does need replacing, make sure you don't overpay for new rubber. 2. By researching prices online. The online tool was primarily created to help drivers figure out how much they might have to fork out to make sure their car passed new Mo regulations, but it can be used for any type of service. Al Preston, co-founder of whocanfixmycar.com, said stricter Mo guidelines will ensure the safety of all motorists in the UK, which can only be a good thing. My advice would be to have your car checked over by a professional before the Mo, so you're not surprised by any defects that can leave you carless for a while. We're hoping the Mo test cost calculator will serve as a really helpful tool for drivers, so they can plan for how much various repairs will cost in their area, and more importantly, they have the knowledge on what it should cost. Earlier this year, we revealed the top 5 tactics mechanics used to try to rip off British motorists.